defenses on the gridiron today. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Terrell Pryor's Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen to Pirine. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Roberts with it over the middle. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run again with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
If you love old-school running backs, I think you're going to really like Samaje Pirine. Strong, built low to the ground, great leverage when he runs the football, and bodies just scatter. He's hard to get on the ground.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it here with P-Rod. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Now the fourth-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Carr now on first down. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On first down, Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, the run with Lynch. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
And this is caught by Fells, right side. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And some space here. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 95 yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Carr now on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Roberts. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Throwing on first down is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. Third down here. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll look to throw here. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll drop the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ian Williams able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. They'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Barth puts it through. So thanks to the late field. And we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Carr will try it again on second down. He'll buy some time right. They find some open field here. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Lynch running the counter, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on for the long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now again, here's Pirine, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Redskins. Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like. Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one. And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch, who appears to have been shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Running it, Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that flag any down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Right back to Washington. And now running right through it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Eluding the pressure right. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not much happening there on 1st down. Thought there might have been a hole for a split second. Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll set up to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And He's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Pirine. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, a run with Thompson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Carr now on 1st down. Washington's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 1st down, Carr. Roberts got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 1st, here's Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 58 yards on the ground. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run with Thompson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down and goal from the 8. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bart puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go!
They run it here with Thompson. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise